a problem with the system of our government. And why do I say this system is wrong? It's wrong because the system in our government, number one, it doesn't prioritize communities. It is more focused on politicians and positions that are up there. If you look at the distribution of our tax funds, where our tax is going in terms of the government, you will see that about 50% of our tax money, revenue that the government generates, 50% goes to national government. 50% of that, and about 40% of that 50% goes to the salaries of the ministers. You know how many ministers we have in South Africa? About 24. And that makes many ministries very redundant, meaning very useless, because some of the ministries, they need to come together. You need to combine them because they are serving a similar purpose. And if you cut on the ministers alone in the cabinet of the president, of which is what we are aiming to do as #Hope for South Africa, you will be saving the country millions and if not billions of rand that you can push back into the service delivery, into infrastructure, into everything that we need to fix. We need to limit the political interference in the business of the government. That's why we say even that minister, his work is to give an oversight, to make sure that the work that these SGs or this head of department, HODs, head of departments, their work is done appropriately, and he can report even in the parliament. And this must be a man or a woman, at least, who's got an experience in that ministry that he oversees. One of the reasons and the biggest problems we have is that we have ministers who have zero experience in what they are giving oversight or control over. We need to professionalize our government system. We cannot afford to have incompetent people. People must be hired based on their skills. And we do have people who've got skills. Black, white, colored, Indian, we have those people in our country. The problem is they don't have a place in government because there is no professionalism in government. You don't grow in government if you don't pay bribes. And what happens? We've got a skill leak in South Africa, where our highest and top skilled people, including engineers, they are leaving our country because there is no space for them. We are making a call that even those people must come back. When Hope is in parliament, we're going to push this. Whether we are in government or not, we're going to push these policies. Our government must be professional. When you go and you look for services in our government offices, you must be welcomed by a friendly face behind the desk. You know why? It's because you are the boss. You are not hired by the government. You are not a beggar to government. You are the boss because you pay your tax. Why should you receive a rude service by somebody who is employed and somebody who's getting paid every month? Yes. We say that must stop. And the only way that can stop is to run government like a business. Professionalize it. Why is the private sector running excellent systems? Is because when you have a boss, the only thing that he focuses on is to make this company successful, is to make return on his investment. There are investors who are expecting the return for their money. So if you are employed in that company, you are expected to perform. But we don't have the same expectation in government.
For the nation.